Welcome to ProCons, the professional concepts. Here we are looking at a project management plan. Particularly, I have prepared for an EPC project. As we discussed in the previous video, project management plan consists of performance baselines, that is scope baseline, schedule baseline, and cost baseline. Apart from the baselines, there are subsidiary management plans. Here I am presenting those subsidiary management plans, how they look like. It's not necessary that every project manager should prepare his subsidiary management plans like this. This is just an example to make you understand how a project management plan looks like. Okay, we have the project management plan. Under this project management plan, there are scope management plan. There is a original scope baseline. Whenever there is a change in scope, how we are going to manage that change. For that, there is a particular plan. Then on the right side, you can see time management. There is a time baseline and action plans, and how to monitor and control those time baseline. Then cost management, cost baseline, that is budget, billing plan, cash flow statements, etc. Then cost baseline, monitoring and control. Quality management, quality baseline, what are all the standards we have to follow for each deliverable of the project. Then quality baseline, monitoring and control. Human resource management, project office as well as the site team organization chart. Then team development and managing the team. Communication protocols, internal and external, progress reporting internal and external. Then procurement management. Under procurement management, there is a planning, how we are going to procure, conducting, how we are going to conduct the procurement, how the procurement will be monitored and controlled and closed. Then material receipt at site, storage and issue plan. Then site management. After site management, we have risk management and integration. There are few more management plans, subsidiary management plans we can do. They are the change management, then configuration management, and process improvement management, and so on. Whatever the things we need, we can add, and we can come to a conclusion that this is how the project management plan is going to be for my project. This has to be circulated to all the stakeholders, required stakeholders, and we have to get their approval or agreement so that all are in one page even at the starting of the project itself, so that the project can be executed and monitored, controlled and closed very effectively. Now, let us quickly see what these plans have. Okay, I put it in the input-output model. Then for the first thing is project management area. You can see the project management area. Then scope management. Under scope management, original scope of work. The process is project handover protocol. The activity is project handover. Then these are all the documents to be provided by the marketing team to the project department. Then the project handover takes place. Who is responsible for this? It is head proposal. So I am giving the what are all the things to be submitted at the time of project management handover, project handover from proposal team to the what you can say, the project team. Who is responsible for that particular activity? So here, this is what the procedures we were talking about. This is the procedure. Once we get a project, the project has to be handed over to the project management team. So the head proposal is responsible for handing over the project to the project management team. So these are all the documents he has to provide at the beginning itself. How he is going to do all these things, it is very clearly narrated here. Then once this project is handed over to the project team, then the project team and the technical team sits together to collect the requirements and define the scope for the project. So the technical requirements, project management team and technical team will sit together to collect the technical requirements. Commercial and other requirements will be taken care by the other team. So like this, it goes on. The finance team, commercial team, legal team, all these people will sit together and collect the requirements from their respective side. So here the functional requirements, the functional teams will sit together. Now, as a result, what we get is WBS. As a result of collecting all these requirements, we get WBS. How this WBS look like, we will see separately. So it's a responsibility of the project team to create that WBS. So after that, the engineering requirements. So the engineering progress starts. The engineering department document preparation. Technical coordinator has to ensure preparation of detailed engineering documents, coordinating with the process team, civil team, mechanical, electrical, instrument, and other teams, so that these documents can be submitted to consultant for approval. This is the responsibility of the technical coordinator. Okay. So then what is next? Engineering document submission and approval. How the engineering documents will be submitted and approval will be received from the consultant. Then who is responsible for this? Right? All these things are mentioned here. Then monitoring and controlling. When during the engineering process, the scope changes may occur due to technical requirements. How those scope changes will be monitored and controlled, how it will be approved or not approved, all these things are mentioned here. So monitoring and controlling. Change of scope, first of all, I said about technical requirements, change of scope due to execution requirements, and change of scope due to any other reason. Sometimes client may ask for a change of scope. All these changes, how we will accept or we will not accept, all these things are written here. Okay. So like this, it goes on. So this is the scope management, how we are going to manage the scope. Similarly, we are here with the time management. Separately, if required, I can take separate classes for this, because if I start explaining all these things, it will take a lot of time and you will get bored and nobody will see. So I will just explain what I have written in this project management plan. You can go through this by downloading this. I will give the link and you can go through that. So time management, how we are going to manage the time, who is responsible, all these things we have given here. Time management, okay, weekly review, monthly review, review meetings, who are all responsible for that, what are the output of those reviews and all, everything I have given here. You can go through this. Cost management, this is how we are going to prepare the budget, how we are going to monitor and control the budget, how we are going to prepare the billing plan, how the cash flow statements will be prepared. Billing plan and cash flow statements are very, very important for any project. Without those things, the project management is not acceptable. So monitoring the cost, when the cost exceeds, what to do. All these things I have mentioned here. Then quality, what kind of standards we have to follow, quality baseline, what it is, who is responsible for the quality, all these things maybe I have mentioned here. So this you can download and you can go through this. You will definitely get a better idea. Human resource management, human resource planning, then developing the team. All these things I have mentioned. How to manage the team. You have to spend time to read this document as a project people. We should spend time to read this document. I have prepared a project management plan for EPC projects. I don't think most of the companies have such kind of project management plan. Okay, this is an iterative project management plan. Iterative means it goes for revision every now and then. Whenever a new thing comes, this will go for a revision. So like that, over a period of time, it gets refined and becomes a full-fledged project management plan. Okay, so then communication management plan, managing the stakeholders, internal, external, reporting, internal reporting, external reporting, right? Now, procurement management plan, planning, how we are going to do the procurement. Here I have not mentioned the output and responsibility. I am sorry, but it's the project management team and the procurement team. They have to plan together. Material request, where from it will come, or what are all the things it should contain. I have mentioned here. Separately, I will take a class for all these things when the time comes. Okay, scope verification. How we do the scope verification. Inquiry to be sent to vendor, technical clearance, commercial negotiations, PO release. After PO release, vendor document approval, manufacturing clearance. Once manufacturing clearance is given, progress reports and all, manufacturing is completed, then inspection, material dispatch clearance certificates, dispatch. This much I have written about the procurement management, who are all responsible, what is the output, that also I have mentioned. Then once the material is received at site, how the material is to be received, what are all the things to be done by the site people, everything is mentioned here, right? If anything else to be added, you can very well add according to your requirement. This is just a sample I have given to you. So we have to close the procurement activities. When it gets closed, when the final payment to the vendor is paid, it is closed. When the final payment is paid, when all the deliverables are made and accepted. Site management, site mobilization, site manager by manpower, subcontractors mobilization, then storage space, whatever is required, the maximum I have written here, you can go through this. And once again, the link, I have prepared this document. This is a wonderful document. How many of you are going to read this completely? I do not know. If you read this, it is definitely going to be helpful for you. It will trigger your mind, I am telling you. Site requirements, all these things are site requirements. Risk management, risk response, contingency plans, all these things. This is how a project management plan should look like, right? What is risk response? What is contingency plan? We will see all these things separately because we don't have time here to explain all these things. These are all separate topics. Integration. Integration means integrating all the activities in the project. Okay, integrating all the activities, each department wise, document wise, vendors wise, client, overall integration, right? Everything put together, it is integration. Then project closure. During the project closure, what are the things we have to do? Punch points, we have to attend PGTR, we have to do documents, transfer we have to do, then lessons learned we have to write, procurement closure we have to do, release the stuff, right? Archive the documents, all these things we have to do. So this is a kind of project management plan I have prepared exclusively for EPC project. Okay, along with this, these are the subsidiary management plans. Along with this, the baselines, scope baseline, time baseline, and what we can say, the cost baseline budget, that becomes a overall project management plan. Okay, the best project management plan, if a project manager prepares, follows it, and takes timely actions, those projects get completed successfully, right? So hope you follow this, and I'm sure Many of you will go through these documents and download it and go through this document and give your feedback to me. Thank you very much.